On episode 177 of He Said, She Said Movie Reviews, we take a look at the movie The Personal History of David Copperfield. Welcome to He Said, She Said Movie Reviews. This is the podcast where a happily married couple with similar but different movie taste take a quick, spoiler-free look at the movies, helping you make the right decision before your next movie. I'm your host, Tim.
And I'm April.
So we just saw The Personal History of David Copperfield, and this is currently in the theaters. What did you think of it, April?
I loved it. It's definitely 4 stars.
It's 4 stars for me, too. We'll tell you all about it after these 2 trailers.
Alrighty, it is so fun to be back in the movies. First trailer is Connected. It's an animated movie that looks delightful. Katie Mitchell's accepted into the film school of her dreams, and her whole family drives her to the college together when their plans are interrupted by a tech uprising. The Mitchells will have to work together to save the world. Release date, October 23rd, 2020. Abbi Jacobson, Danny McBride, and Maya Rudolph. It looks really good. Second trailer, The Broken Hearts Gallery. For me, this looks even better. After a breakup, a young woman decides to start a gallery where people can leave trinkets from past relationships. The release date is September 11th, 2020, with Geraldine, Viswanathan, Darcy Montgomery, and a lovely other name, Utkarsh and Dacre. I think I did pretty good.
I think you did better than I'm going to do with the cast. So, David Copperfield, this is a modern take on Charles Dickens' classic tale of the young orphan who is able to triumph over many obstacles. This was directed and written by the team of Armando Iannucci and Simon Blackwell. These two are known for The Death of Stalin, In the Loop, and they're big TV guys. They did, he's the creators of the show The Veep on HBO, Thick of It, and Time of Triumph. This had a once again, this is based, of course, on the book from Charles Dickens, The Personal History, Adventures, Experience, and Observations of David Copperfield, the Younger of Blunderstone Rockery by Charles Dickens. This had a cast of hundreds, but we'll talk about the top people. We had a newcomer, Ranveer Jaiswal. He played the young David Copperfield. Then, of course, we have Dave Patel, Tilda Swinton, Hugh, Laurie, Aimée Kelly, Aneurin Barnard, Darren Boyd, Gwendoline Christie, Daisy May Cooper, Rosalind Eleazar, and Morfydd Clark.
The runtime was 119 minutes, rated PG for, I think, all in all, brief violence, actually.
Yeah, to me, it could have been probably less than a PG-13 rating, but, it was good. It was great. I love this movie.
I did too, Tim. I mean, you guys, we couldn't even hold back on this one. This was phenomenal. The diversity, the cast, every single character, a beautiful movie. Tim even said almost like a fantasy. It was so good. So let's get into it, Tim. What'd you think?
Well, right off the bat, one of the neatest things I think they did with this film is they used a rainbow cast. They didn't care the ethnicity of the actor. Yeah. They just put them in roles. And so you had, different people from different cultures playing parts that would be typical in a Charles Dickens story, would be all white people. So I thought that was fantastic, the rainbow cast in this movie. This movie has a very serious theme to it.
Yes, it does.
It's a theme about how the powerful abuse and put down the underprivileged. So, I mean, but this movie, it was a movie of triumph, too.
Right.
And such.
And that's kind of what I had said earlier, is a story about love and triumph. I think most of all, any child that is truly loved by a lot of people is going to find their way. I know, I feel like I'm a really good example of that. Just loved by so many different relatives, people, neighbors. And I think that with this story, you see this. The difference is we got to know all the people that loved him on the way. Sure, we saw some evil, but I just loved it. And Peggotty, Daisy May Cooper. I mean, she was amazing in this. She's just someone that from the moment I met her on screen, I liked her.
Oh yeah, she was a great character. You had some like Hugh Laurie, House.
Yeah.
I loved his character in this movie.
Yeah, I want to say, I'm not normally a Tilda Swinton fan or Hugh Laurie. I'm just not. And that's no secret to Tim and some of my friends. Loved them both in this role. I felt like they were genius. I mean, as was Dev Patel. I mean, he was just fantastic.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, as people know, I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, and you had Gwendoline Christie, who played Brianna in this, but she played an evil person in this movie. So, but it was a small bit, but I loved seeing her in that.
Yeah.
So
it was really good. But you were right about the theme. So I want to say that. The acting and characters very well acted. We just talked about that. But the character development, the vulnerability they showed, and just they didn't hold back all of the ones that loved this child so much. It was great.
I thought the direction was great.
Yep.
They did a great job with this. I think the score added to the movie, added to the tension in the movie where it was.
And it fit the scenes, like in London, whether it was in the countryside, whether it was in the city. I really felt that way. Whoever did that got that just right.
Cinematography.
Oh, I can't say enough. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. It was dreamy. The colors were magnificent.
Yeah, the use of colors, the boathouse. There's this. I love the boathouse in this movie.
That'll make anybody start to dream and believe.
But it's interesting because the boathouse in one part of the movie was his childhood memory, right? And it was beautiful and colorful. But then when he saw it as an adult, it was different. I thought that was neat the way they did that.
I want to take just 1 second. I want to say something that I've rarely ever seen in a movie. He narrated his own story, but I love the way he was there. He would appear, and even though he was looking back at himself, even as a baby, you could see his response of what he was thinking as a baby. I mean, I can't explain this the right way, but I've never seen anything like this. The way he narrated, the way he showed up to tell the story is the best way to put it.
Yeah, that was cool too.
It really blew me away.
Production design? Hey, I thought we were in the world of Dickens, right?
Yes. I was transported. And by the way, my mind went nowhere, not even for a moment during this movie.
The costumes were beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The sets were beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, they did. You mentioned that already. You said something about being in old London and stuff.
Yeah,
so
and
it was
I thought
really good.
the editing was fantastic. The pace for a Dickens novel, I thought it went on really well.
Yeah, I do. I agree with you too. And once again, the dialogue. Hey,
Yes.
the dialogue was wonderful in this movie.
Yeah.
It was very well written. It was a great retelling of the Dickens classic story.
And it was witty. It was entertaining. This movie is just, I just can't say enough. This is a movie, it's just about beautiful people, and it's about a story of someone who survives in a way that some people don't, which is the sad part. But the way he survived it was by the love of others. It was.
So once again, the personal history of David Copperfield, both April and I love this movie. We both give it 4 stars. I think it's a absolutely fantastic retelling of the David Copperfield story told with a rainbow cast. I can't say enough good things about this movie.
Yeah, me either. And I just, as in regards to the cast, we've already talked about it, but there have been Tim and I have been doing movie reviews for so long, and so many times you hear me say miscast. This movie was cast perfectly, right? Every single character. So much so, and y'all know when I write a personal letter, that means I'm just jumping up and down. So I had to get it in.
So once again, you got to go see this movie. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen to us during your day. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you at the movies.
We will see you at the movies, and please make sure if you're anywhere in Atlanta or near it that you visit the Springs Cinema and Tap House in Sandy Springs, Georgia. Movies are open. They have 8 incredible auditoriums with the only heated seated recliners in the Southeast. They have a great bar. They're known for service, and they also right now have an amazing drive-in on the outside of the theater. So check it out if you haven't. They're an amazing sponsor of He Said, She Said. So look them up, and thank you so much for all your support. We love hearing from all of you all over the world. We had our best month ever last month. We're growing at a rate that's just sometimes we can't believe it. Thank you so much. We love you and appreciate you. Stay safe and stay happy and healthy. See you at the movies.